let's say we were going to tailor these chinos, which is exactly what we're gonna do, only just not in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how you measure and pin them, how they should look, how they shouldn't look, the dumb things that I did in the beginning, the dumb things that I still do to this day, as in like last week. Don't judge me, whatever. Anyway, first things first, what we want to do is we wanna make sure that these chinos, we want to make sure that they're inside out, which I'll get to in a second. We want to make sure that they're inside out, and we also want to, this is our inside seam right here. This is the inside of my leg. We want to take an iron and we want to take some starch. We want to iron this bad boy on down as flat as we can get it. So we already did that because, well, there's no point in showing you how to use an iron. I mean, you can figure that out, right? All right, so we want to flatten this out as much as we can get it. And we want to get all the wrinkles out and all that stuff. Now, it might get a little bit wrinkly and bunched up on the back side or the outside of my leg back this way, but as long as we get this front part as flat and as wrinkle-free as we could possibly get it, we're good. All right, now we need our stuff, our things. I mean, we're not just gonna we gotta get some stuff. So, all right, so with our measuring tape, how exactly do you measure something? How do you measure chinos? How do you measure a blazer? How do you measure a t-shirt? SD, show us, I don't get it. How do I do it? Just relax, let me show you. Here's what I used to do in the very beginning. When I went to measure it, I'd put my measuring tape right at the end. I put it right there, because that's how you measure something, right? No! Don't do that! Because what's happening is you are including the seam allowance in your measurements. And all the seam allowance is the distance between the edge of your garment and then your stitch right there. So on these chinos, the seam allowance is like, I don't know, I can't really tell what that is. It's about 1/4 of an inch, somewhere around there. So let's say I thought I was taking off an inch. Well, I'm not taking off an inch. I'm taking off 1 1/4 inches. So it's not gonna be accurate. I did that all the time in the beginning. It was so stupid. I wish I knew better, but well, you figure out as you go along and you live and you learn. So you wanna make sure that you measure from the original stitch right there, not from the edge, from the original stitch. And where exactly do you start? Do you just put a pin right in the middle? Is that where you start with your first pin? No! Don't do that either. I did that. Again, it ain't accurate, and I'm gonna explain why. Now, you wanna start at the very bottom down here, because what could end up happening is these two pieces of fabric on the very bottom, they could end up being uneven. Let's say they could kind of look like that. So then you would go to stitch it up and you'd see it at the very bottom, you'd look at it and you'd say, hey, look at that chump over there who tried to tailor his own pants. He looks like an idiot. Yeah, I was that guy for a long time, so don't do that. So make sure that you pinch these together, make sure that they're even, and just take a pin and just poke it right through, boop, just like that. Now, that means that they're gonna be even on the bottom. They're gonna stay, they're not gonna look stupid, you're not gonna go to the mall and they get stared at by people. Yeah, anyway. All right, so for the next pins, you just wanna work your way up from the bottom. Just go all the way up to the top, or however far you wanna go up. If we were giving these pants a taper, as opposed to a full-on, I wanna take them in on the sides, let's say our taper is only gonna go up to about here. We're gonna put our pins in, only to right here. Now, for our pins, when we put them in, I'm gonna show you exactly what they should look like, and I'm gonna explain to you why they should look like that. So for your pins, just push them in just like that. Boop! That guy right there. Let's take this one. I don't like him down here. Let's move him up here. Push him on in there. Just like that. Boop! See those pins? See that, the cylindrical looking thing, the circular thing? You wanna make sure that that's down there. You wanna make sure the pointy side is up here, because when you're sewing, or tailoring as I like to call it, you just wanna pull it out, just like that. If you put this in backwards, it'll be okay. As a heads up, it's okay if you put it in backwards. It's just super annoying to try and take out, because what you end up doing is you'll get down to this point right here, and then you gotta like kind of push it up, and then you gotta pull it back, and you gotta make sure you left enough room there to actually like pull it out properly. So make sure you put the pins in right the first time. Now, as far as the orientation of my pants, they are this way for a reason. Again, this is the inseam. This is the inside of my pants right here, and this is the outside of my pants. The reason why I pin them up like this is because my sewing machine is gonna be on this side. So it's gonna go like this. Just make a new seam all the way down to like the middle right here, which will mean that all the extra fabric is gonna be on this side. So if it were reversed, if it was on this side over here, it ends up getting all bunched up and it kind of gets in the way and it's hard to get it out of the way. It's not impossible, it's just really annoying. So just try and not do that. So when you pin everything, make sure your pins look exactly like this. Make sure they're facing this way. And you, my friend, you were gonna have a really good time. When you pin them up for the other side over here, you just wanna keep going all along down in a circle. Move these bad boys out of the way. This is our crotch seam. We'll put one pin right in there. You want the pins in your crotch seam to look like that because again, we're just going like sewing machines over here. It's still going just right along the edge over there, and you can still pull that out properly. When you get to this part right here, this is your official crotch seam. You can totally make that work. You just want to go slow. And there's the front part right here, and then there's the back side over here. You want to make sure that they're even and they're lined up because yes, I've done it before where they are not. And then I go to a bar with a cute girl and I sit down and I look and I'm like, awesome, they're not even. Oh, great, hopefully she doesn't notice. Why would she notice? But yeah, so you know, again, just keep going on along down this side over here. This is the other side. And you just keep putting your pins in on this side. Now when you're done, our pants are straight, but our pins are not going to be straight. And here is why. We're just going in a straight line. If we were to put our pins in the same orientation as this half of our pants, well then we're gonna have to do that stupid like push it up and then angle it down. So just don't do that. Make sure that they're reversed. They're just gonna go in a big U. Imagine a U, just like that. And that's all I got for you. SD out, deuces!